Page 34. The Secret of the Method, Episode 34, The Trial of Love, Contentment, and Refinement. Every wound that returns to you, every heartbreak that repeats, is only the reflection of misplaced love. It returns to the ignorant, the hard-hearted, the one who followed his own desire, and did not love for the sake of God. So all his loved ones torment him, punish him, and abandon him. They find his likeness, and like the drowning, they cling to one another, sinking together. Because love for God's sake is a path of stages, of tests, of fierce and delicate choices, and the degree of pain always matches the degree of failure in these tests. Most people cannot grasp the inner, practical meaning of quick, decisive change, the courage to act with integrity and love, for the victory of truth, and the destruction of falsehood. They may know, but they do not do. They speak, but when tested, they retreat. That is why the world overflows with distorted forms of love. Love built on flattery, love built on surrender, love for profit, for status, for pleasure, unbalanced love, one side devouring, the other submitting, and so people become hypnotized into thinking change is impossible. Some are oppressed, too afraid to break free from abusive ties. Others are tyrants, controlling, manipulating, enslaving the hearts of others. And when their control slips, they seek revenge, through lies, defamation, or even through dark means, like witchcraft and deceit. But the power of perception lies in self-control, in the independence that flows from love of God and His messenger. Our belonging is to God, not to fleeting attachments. So love the believers for God's sake, and hate hypocrisy for God's sake. We do not call to fight, not without divine authority, but we call to purity of heart. Do not ally with falsehood. Do not befriend it. Do not admire it. Be ready, if truth demands, to separate from it with peace. For the heart must always be prepared to let go of those who refuse reform, and to stand firmly with truth. When love is sincere, it endures insult, it endures rejection, and remains loyal to truth, not to ego. Because those who resist reform will eventually spew their venom, reveal their envy and rancor. This is the sifting, the separation of pure from impure. Most have never faced it. The tyrant exists because the slaves sustain him. Both share guilt, and both share the consequence. No one escapes the circle of corruption they refuse to change. So understand this: when love is not for God, its end is pain for everyone. They did not change, so the punishment becomes the teacher. True love, however, is patient and reforming. It calls others to truth, mixes with people, bears their harm, and keeps loving anyway. This is the contentment we speak of, the calm acceptance that lets you ride the wave of change and survive its storms. But how can you board the train if you do not even seek its time or place? If you do not know its signs, its direction, its light? So search, ask, prepare, before it departs without you. And when trial descends, mercy descends with it. If you meet affliction with anger, you lose that mercy. But if you meet it with contentment and love, gentleness comes with it, hidden in its shadow. Affliction is commanded, and every test has its measure, its purpose, its appointed term. Its purpose is purification, refinement, elevation. It teaches and disciplines you, restrains your impulses, tempers your nerves, and builds your strength to lead with wisdom and compassion. This is why you must not resist a trial that carries goodness within it. Every hardship has an expiry. It will not last beyond what is written. You are commanded not to escape it, but to endure and trust. Love is not weakness. It is the fruit of contentment and certainty. Why trade what is better for what is less? Why underestimate the power of certainty? Only those deprived of it mock its worth. Love is not surrender to laziness or desire. It is surrender to God's will, and acceptance that all things come from Him. So do not exhaust yourself with overthinking, but do not abandon action. Clarify truth from falsehood. Reward goodness. Carry the message faithfully. Many people know, but they do not apply. They think ignoring truth has no cost. But these choices decide destiny. And beware, the moment you think you are safe from trial, you are already being tried. Because when contentment leaves the heart, the test begins. Anger blinds, resentment poisons, fear invites the very trial you dread. And if you fear it while standing on falsehood, then it will come to you. As surely as night follows